Am I the only person who can't stand Friends and Family Week? I'm so glad that only some of them got to speak to the Friends and Family because that was enough. Love Island USA, I'm watching this in the UK on ITVX and this is the 11th of September and it was Friends and Family Day. How exhilarating. Kayla went first and her sister was blatantly like, I don't like him. And she was like, oh, as if like she has to like him. She doesn't have to like him, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day if she likes him or not. Both families were saying that they were quite disappointed in Aaron, and I thought to myself, but what about Kayla's mum and dad? Are they not disappointed that she just took him back like that? Nobody even mentioned it. I know that I'm always saying it doesn't matter what your family thinks, but if I was the family, I'd be like, well, okay, he made a mistake, but it's not as if you'd done anything about it, so why the fuck have you been greeting about it for weeks? If he was just going to come back and you were going to let him away with it, you might as well have just not have said anything. Nicole and Kendall were next, and Nicole's dad was like to Kendall, oh, what's your intentions? What even kind of question is that? What does he want him to say? Does he want him to say, oh, we're going to leave the house, we're going to get married and move in together and have babies and live together happily ever after? It's such a fucking stupid question. They're in there now. Okay, they've known each other for a couple of months, but like, how the fuck is he supposed to know what his intentions is if he's not even been there outside the house? Oh, I hate Friends and Family Week. It drives me insane. Let me know. Do any of you look forward to this? Do you actually want to know what the friends and family have got to say? Like, does it really matter? I know that a lot of people are really close to the friends and family. Like, I'm close enough to my family, but their opinion on what I do in life doesn't matter to me. Nobody's opinion matters. Serena and Cordell were last, and before they went in, Serena was saying that she was nervous about talking to his family because of the way she acted when he came back for Casa, and she called him the B word. For the life of me, I can't think of what the B word is. Let me know in the comments. I literally don't have a clue. But what confused me is that the way he acted in Casa and then the way she acted when he came back was totally valid. So if that was me and his family were like, oh, you overreacted, or you acted like a crazy person or whatever, I'd be like, oh, what the fuck did you want me to do? Did you want me to greet the whole time like Kayla, and then as soon as he came back in, just jump back into bed with him like that, and be a fucking weak ass bitch? Honestly, like, oh, it's so annoying. I can't stand it. Why do they put so much care into what their friends and family think? In my personal experience, I've had a few boyfriends where their family hasn't liked me, and that's fine, as long as they can come to my house and I don't have to go to theirs. There's absolutely no issue whatsoever. Now, I had an ex-boyfriend and his mum fucking hated me, right? And she used to act nice sometimes, but then she'd kind of be like quite sly behind his back. And then one time she threatened to throw me out a window. She threatened to run me over even though she can't drive. She threatened to come to my work and batter me. And this was all because she was literally in love with her son. And that is not me exaggerating, she was in love with him. I didn't come home and cry and go, oh my god, his mum doesn't like me. I think she's a fucking weirdo bitch who wants to have sex with her actual son. Get on, Jerry Springer hen, you're not my problem. So on to something interesting, probably the only interesting thing that happened in the whole episode. Cassie and Rob were getting up to stuff in the bed. Am I wrong in thinking she's been in there for 24 hours? Now, it's not as if they've never met each other before. They've probably spoke outside the house and that since they were in their own season together. And I don't know exactly what they've done, but she's obviously a bit embarrassed by it because she's not went and spoke to any of the girls. Although, to be fair, she's not been in the house long enough to really make friends with them. So you'd think that if she wasn't comfortable talking to any of the girls, then she wouldn't know him well enough to be doing stuff with him in the bed. But I mean, who am I to judge? Who am I? If I remember correctly, in her season, she was seeing a guy, and when he was in Casa, he had sex with another girl, and obviously she was freaking out. And she gets sent a video message, and she's like, oh, you fucked her, and all this. And she was like making this big deal, not only out of the fact that the guy had sex with her on the show, but the fact that he was doing stuff in the bed with her, like on national television. And she's just went and done that with Rob. Not that we've seen it, but you know what I mean? It was like she made it out to be a big thing and now she's doing it. Not that they had sex. God knows what they done. Anyway, this is a really short video because I honestly just can't stand Friends and Family Day. But let me know in the comments, do you actually look forward to Friends and Family? And also, are you somebody who really cares what your family think? Like, I probably would care more what my friends think, to be honest, but it wouldn't stop me from going out with somebody. But are you the sort of person who, if you went on holiday and you absolutely, like, fell in love, right, with somebody, this person was your soulmate, and you came home and for whatever reason your mum or dad just didn't take to them, they didn't trust them or whatever, then would you finish with them just based on their opinion? Please let me know in the comments and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!